PolishLynx here, welcome to Sweet Volley High, and yeah, turning up our practice with Otome was a little weird. But I declared that in order to do the best for her, I had to do my best here to keep my place on the team. I at least want her to be able to come to a game and watch us play while she's injured. Starting the laps of the gym, coach wanted us to work on our fitness in light of what happened. So she had us work lots of different muscle groups, with free weights, push-ups and other floor exercises. It was okay, but I preferred my Pilates routines. They had a much bigger impact for me personally. I'd gotten to the point where I was in Pilates every single day, without fail, and even had been introducing Nanami to some of the stretches. Well, not now, actually. Coach finished up with some fast-paced passing drills. I was happy. It was probably the weakest part of my game. By the end of the practice session, I was exhausted. I'd really pushed hard today. Hey Mizuki, good job out there. Thanks, I appreciate it. How is her going up? Have you seen her since her injury? Yeah, well, she's coping. I think she's still in shock. Yeah, it's a big one, alright? And ACL is a serious injury. I decided to press further on what the team would be doing for the injury. Yeah, doesn't it require surgery? It does. It's something I'm working out with the finance guys right now. Obviously, she can stay on the waitlist under universal healthcare, but to go private would be best for a complex injury like that. It's definitely something we're looking into. That's good. She'll be pleased to hear that. I'm kind of helping her out around the house. She doesn't have any family locally. Very good friend, very good teammate. Mizuki, keep up the good work, and see you tomorrow. Thanks, coach. I hit the showers and ran toward the train station as fast as I could. I wanted to check in on her, as she hadn't sent me a mail today. When I walked in, she was right where I left her, lying on the bed, with her laptop and a supply of water and snacks. Hello, you.
Hi.
Help me up, I'm dying to use the bathroom. Of course, silly. I put her arm over my shoulder and around my neck to help support her, and slowly walked her to the bathroom. Are you saying you haven't gone all day? I made it there once on the crutches, but I'm not good at using them yet. It still hurts to be upright, even with the drugs. The drugs aren't helping. No, they totally are. This stuff is freaking amazing, but it's still a dull pain, you know. I get you. I helped her in and waited outside the bathroom door, in case she needed my help coming back out. So, how have we been otherwise? Okay, I guess. That was the extent of our bathroom conversation. I helped her up and back over to the bed, and topped up her water. Thanks, Susan, I'm sorry for being angry yesterday. Oop, don't apologize, it's okay. You says I had something special planned for you today. Huh? The truth is, we hadn't had much of a chance to fool around since the first time. We'd been so busy with practice and so tired. Now with danger, it does make things easy, but thankfully she's already only wearing her underwear. I started to peel her panties off her carefully so as not to aggravate the injury. What are you? Lie down and relax. It's the least I can do. Besides, I've missed fooling around with you. So, is it you're gonna come over every day? I feel bad that I can't really move much. It kinda makes it hard to, return that favor. Well, I'm sure we can think of something. We'll get inventive. I wish we could stay here all the time. Me too. I did mean it too. I was falling in love faster than I ever thought possible. I just needed to find a good time to tell her exactly how I felt about her. Over the next couple of weeks, things largely stayed the same. I went to practice and helped take care of Nanami. Nanami was happy some days, upset and frustrated on the others. I was understanding, of course. I mean, it can't have been easy. I was starting to get excited about the first game of the season. It was happening tomorrow, and I was so pumped for it. But I wasn't picked up into the squad. Okay, maybe let's not go that negative, right? Alright, girls, good job today. Get an early night. We've got a big day tomorrow. Hey, coach, mind if I ask you something? Sure, Mizuki, what's up? Well, I don't mean to push it, but they still haven't made a decision about Nanami's surgery. I know it will take a little longer for the swelling to go down, but it's really affecting her not knowing what's going on. Yeah, I can see that. You're still looking after her? Well, yeah, she still can walk, really. Poor thing. Listen, I'll have another chat with finance. No promises, okay? Thank coach. I really appreciate it. No fun business tonight, Mizuki. Straight to bed for you. Yes, coach. As I walked to the locker room, it dawned on me that coach might have been referring to Nanami. Does she know? Or was it just a general comment? Some of the other girls talk about their boyfriends and such, but I've never mentioned anything of the sort. Oh. Well. While changing, I checked my phone to see if Nanami had sent a mail. Having a good day. Going to try and take a bath and clean my support bandage. See you when you get home. And... I'm glad she was having a good day. I sent a quick reply. See you at home, leaving soon. Hey. For each of the words, she still hadn't read it by the time I was done changing. Perhaps she tired herself out and is having a nap. Or she's stuck in the bath. Taking the train to Nanami's place took about 30 minutes. Every day, but was totally worth it. Tonight I was going to stay at home. Mom wanted to have a meal together to celebrate the first game. But I was going to visit Nanami first, so I hopped on the train. She'll be stuck in the bath, you'll see that. As soon as I entered the apartment, I could tell something was wrong. Nanami wasn't on her bed, instead she'd fallen onto the floor. Okay. Hey? She'd been crying, her eyes were all red and puffy. Need some help? In hindsight, it was a silly question.
Yeah, I need some help. I've been here for God knows how long. All I wanted was to be able to walk around my own damn apartment. And now...
Wait. So basically your injury was not... You know, you basically you are still injured. And you tried walking. Are you trying to get that injury to even worse state? She grabbed the side of the bed and started to pull herself up. I immediately rushed over to go and help her.
I'm fine.
Okay, you are doing this again. She snapped at me in a harsh tone of voice.
I can do it.
She managed to perch on the edge of the bed, but then...
This fucking sucks. I'm so useless. It's been 3 weeks and I still can't do anything for myself. I can't walk with those stupid crutches. I can barely even get out of bed.
She started to sob again. It broke my heart to see her like this. Well, Nanami, if you want, we could look into maybe getting a wheelchair.
I don't need a fucking wheelchair. I just need my fucking leg to work.
Oh.
I'm so sick of this.
She started to cry harder, almost hysterically. I sat on the floor next to her and tried to comfort her as best as I could.
I'm fine.
I insisted on hugging her, and eventually she relaxed into me and started sobbing on my shoulder. I could feel her tears soaking through my t-shirt.
I just want to be useful.
Well, you're always useful to me. It was all I could think to say, so I stayed and hugged her. I hugged her until she stopped crying.
What am I going to do if they don't give me the surgery? What am I supposed to do then? I have to wait for the universal health care. It could be a 3-month wait. 3 months! Even if I recover after that, the damage will be done. I still won't even be able to jog without a limp.
Is that true? Okay, I don't know. There's no point in worrying about now. Coach says she'll look into it. We have to wait and see.
I don't want to wait and see. This sucks. I feel like I'm in limbo here.
I understood what she meant. It was hard for me to not knowing what was going to happen. We hugged some more until she calmed down a little. I went and got some tissues for her.
Thanks. So, the game is tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you want to come once? I can get Mom to...
No, it's okay. I at least want to be able to walk in the first time I go to a game. I have to be able to do that, at least.
Okay, as long as you're sure about that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks.
Uh,
Actually, I'm kind of tired. Mind helping me up?
I helped her to the bathroom and then back into bed and topped up her water.
Thanks. I think I'm going to just get some sleep. Aren't you having dinner with your mom tonight anyway?
Well, yeah, but if you need me.
No, it's okay. Go, have fun. I'll be here.
Okay. I felt a little bad, but she did say she wanted to sleep, so I kissed her goodnight and jumped back on the train to go home. It had been a couple of weeks since I last came home for supplies. I'd taken to staying at Nanami's place the majority of the time in order to look after her. It felt almost a little nostalgic to come back. "Aya-chan, come here, darling!" She ran up to me and gave me a huge hug. She kept squeezing into me. "How are you holding up? How is Nanam?" "Well, fine and okay, thanks, Mom." I think she could tell I'd been working hard recently. "Sit yourself down, I got sushi from work again. No kicking for you tonight, okay?" "Okay, Mom, thanks, really." I sat down and told her about Nanami's fall earlier today. About how she didn't want to come to the games until she could walk in and how she was feeling upset. "Poor thing, she's going through a rough time. I know you're taking care of her, but it can be easy for her being locked up in her house for that long. You gotta make sure to keep her happy and distracted too, okay? Make sure she doesn't dwell on things too much. Too much time to yourself, it can be a bad thing." I had a bit of a hard time relating. I'd always been a fairly dependent and solitary person. I liked company, but was fine without it. It was hard for me to wrap my mind around that way of thinking. "I guess I'll try, Mom. She's a special girl, and I know you love her a lot. Do you ever tell her that?" "Well, I'm kind of been waiting for the right time, I don't want to scare her away or anything." "Sweetie, no. You practically live with her, and you're taking care of her in a difficult time of her life. You're not going to scare her off now. Just tell her already, you silly moose." She was right. I was being silly. "You're right, Mom. See, I'm not just pretty face, no?" "Yeah." I decided I'd head over before the game tomorrow. Even if she wasn't going to come, I wanted to tell her. I wanted to tell her exactly what she meant to me. Risky habit, yes. The day of the first game of the season was here. I'd woken up early, had a good breakfast with a lot of slow-release energy food just like Coach suggested. I was feeling good. I had made certain I'd have plenty of time before the game to go and see Nanami. The arena we were playing in was in the same area as the AFC Tokyo Stadium. It was originally an Olympic arena, but had been used for smaller sports like volleyball for many years. We were sharing with an indoor soccer team, football, but obviously not to the same days. That would be weird. So I got to the train station in plenty of time to spend the afternoon with Nanami. I brought her flowers on the way here from a flower shop. Red tulips were her favorites. I liked how they smelled and hoped she would like them too. I started thinking about exactly what I was going to say when I was on the train. I didn't come easily. I figured it was probably better to just wing it when I got there. Whoa. As I entered the apartment, I couldn't see Nanami on the bed. Had she fallen again? "Nanami!" No answer. I checked by the bed. She wasn't there. "Nanami!" My heart started to race. I ran to the bathroom in case she'd fallen in there. She wasn't there either. "Nanami?" She wasn't there. I ran frantically in circles around her small apartment. She wasn't by the kitchen nor by the bed, nor in the bathroom. That was when I noticed a note lying on top of the bed. It was nothing from her. It was written on her cute flower note paper that she always had lying on the desk. She always wrote inspirational quotes from her sporting heroes on it. I remembered a quote I liked from Bruce Lee. "If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you will never get it done." I read the note. "Hi, doing well with this. I want to come and see the game, but I got scared and angry. I asked my parents to come and pick me up. I can do this. I can't be a burden to you anymore. The landlord will come and clear the apartment for me by the end of the week. I'm sorry, Nanami." Wait, what? Was she leaving me? That can't be right. I read the note and read it again. No. I told you it was a bad idea to go there before the match. I screamed and collapsed onto the bed. My mom was right. Why hadn't I told her how I felt about her? I mean, how I really felt. She must have, like she did when she first moved here. Hurt, alone, scared. I had to do something, but what? I don't know where her family live. Only that she's from Kasuga in Fukuoka. That's at least a 6-hour train ride away. At least. I'd never make it back in time for the game. What do I do? There's no guarantee that I'd even find her when I got there. My head was spinning. I sat there for what felt like an hour. There were only two options I could see, but which was better? Which would bring us back together? I eventually decided to... Oh, shit! Oh, fuck me! Oh. No, literally. Now you killed me with that choice. Really. To go after that, I mean to go to the first game. That's tough. Okay. Imagine being in Nanami's mind right now. And I'm looking to myself here. She was kind of going... Well, I could say crazy. After what happened, basically. I mean, she called parents and so on, but is that really true? That's the thing. Did she really call the parents to take her away or not? I'm a bit worried that it might be not true, to be honest, and well, she's doing something very stupid. But maybe I'm overthinking things. You know, after all that happened, I mean, her being really angry and so on, very emotional, plus counting how the story went, you know, with the injury and so on, I would say it's probably a better idea to go after Nanami, and the intuition is saying that to me, so let's do it. I had to see her, I just had to. I was very sick, all kinds of thoughts went through my head. She must feel so alone. I sent a mail to coach saying I wouldn't be there for the game. I hoped she'd understand. I called it a family emergency, and really it was. Name was like family to me. I went on the Japan Rail website and looked up the times. There was a train heading south in less than an hour. I looked up Nanami's apartment and headed to the station. Right, platform 7, this way. I'm sorry, which way? There is Shinjuku line, S, and Fukutonshin line, F. I don't see any 7s. There's A1. Well, maybe it's written somewhere, but I don't notice. Well, whatever. I started sprinting. It had taken me a while to get here from Nanami's place. I made it to the train by the skin of my teeth. I ran my ticket through the gate and jumped on board. Thankfully, these trains have assigned seating, so I found my seat and sat down to catch my breath. My breath. I'd never been this far south before. I was traveling over half the length of the country today. I'd never really been further south than Osaka. If the circumstances were different, I'd probably be quite excited. Going through the mountains, seeing the large forests, the trees. The scenery wasn't the problem. I was anxious and worried, and a feeling that made me almost sick to my stomach. Like I had a giant nose that wouldn't go away. I'd never forgive myself if I'd hurt Nanami. Never. I want to see her. I want to tell her everything would be okay. On the other hand, Now that I think about it, actually running after her and skipping the match, well, that might bring bad feelings, you know. She might be angry that I here decided to, well, maybe even give up on the team. Because, well, you know, you say you won't be on the match, family matters, but, well, they might, well, not really accept that. We'll see. I wanted to tell her how much I loved her, how much she meant to me, and how I'd help her in any way I could. I just want to be with her. Damn it, why did she run off like this? I couldn't really wrap my head around it. I couldn't eat, I had no appetite, I was shaky, nervous. Nothing I did could distract me. Not the music on my phone, not mailing her. I told her I was on my way. I told her to message back. She hadn't sent one back yet. I guess she turned her phone off. That didn't stop me from looking at my phone every couple of minutes just in case. The hours passed, the various towns and cities passed. I made my connections without any issue, and then sat through some more towns and cities. Eventually I stepped off at Castle gas station. It was early evening, so it was still light out and would be for a little while yet. At first I was a little lost. The station didn't seem to be close to town at all, and just left me in the middle of nowhere. I paused for a moment, and thought about where I should start. This being a small town, and her parents being business owners, someone locally must have at least heard of them. If I was lucky, they'd named the store after the family. If not, maybe someone knew of them. I decided finding other local stores and asking there was probably my best bet. So I opened up the maps on my phone and started to walk toward what looked to be the city center. This was definitely a small town. It was remarkably clean, with cute pot plants lining the storefronts. Small towns are the best, especially the ones that are actually taken care of as well. I guess I live in a small town, small city, but it's not really good taken care of. There were a lot of traditional stores here as I walked by. Fishmongers, vegetable stands, flower shops. Nothing that I identify as a farm store though. So I decided to ask some people about the Ebihara family. I started with the flower shop. Hi, I'm looking for a friend of mine, Nami Ebihara. Her family own a farm store in this town, do you know them? No days, she lived here for 20 years and didn't know them. Okay, what about the fishmonger? Perhaps they know them, maybe. Hello sir, I'm looking for a Ebihara family owned store. Farm store, do you know it? He did not. He was new to Kasuga, so didn't really know any other local businesses. Down the street I saw a convenience store. These things really do get everywhere. It didn't fit in with the other buildings at all. I decided to check here too. They must get asked for directions a lot all the time. Hi, is there a farm store anywhere nearby? No, well, do you know a store owned by the Ebihara family? No luck there either. This was proving to be useless. I went back outside to think about the new plan of attack. Wait a second. There she is. Nanami!
Huh? Aya? But what are you doing here?
Okay, the real question have to be asked. How the hell are you walking? I didn't expect to see her here. She was hobbling down the street on her crutches. I was excited, relieved, happy, angry, everything all at once. You said you couldn't use that. The crutches. You weren't capable of using them somehow. So, okay, I love you, okay? And do that to me. Don't do that to me again. I want to be with you forever, damn it.
What?
I love you, Nami. I love you so much. I can't see myself with anyone else, so...
Yeah.
Why? Why did you run away? Huh? I come all this way for you. There's no one else I'd do that for. No one. I deserve an explanation, right? Suddenly she started crying. I ran over to her and held her before she fell off her crutches.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was scared and stupid and depressed, and I didn't want to be a burden to you.
You're never a burden. Never! I love you, damn it, Nanami. Don't ever do it to me again.
I love you too, Aya. I'm sorry.
She buried her head in my shoulder and I stroked the back of her hair. Just come home with me, okay?
But it's kind of hard to walk.
I'll carry you if I have to, just please go home. She looked me in the eyes and wiped her tears away.
Yeah. Let's go get my things.
Oh, okay, let's go! On the train, Nanami told me about what happened. She said she fell over in the bathroom early in the morning and started crying. She got depressed and decided to call her parents. I waited outside while she got her things from her parents, but she told them about me, and told them she was never going back. Ouch. That's kind of painful still. Maybe they would accept that after all. At least after some time, maybe. At first I didn't know what to think. Was I being selfish, keeping her away from her family? It dawned on me her parents were being selfish, stopping Nami from being happy, too. Well, that's true as well. Maybe they'd come around one day. Nanami thought they could, or they could not. But either way, Nanami said that as soon as she saw me, she realized she'd done the wrong thing. I hate to think what might have happened if I hadn't gone. So we sat and held hands the entire way home. I had my girlfriend back, and I loved her. Nice. So what about the team? How time flies. I still can't believe it's been 5 years since we were here. What? It feels like yesterday, doesn't it? Remember what it was like playing here together? Of course. It's where we met, silly. Just checking. Oh, Mizuki-san, Ebihara-san. Nice of you to come. Our pleasure. It's nice to be back, but I have to ask. Why exactly are we doing a 5-year reunion? Isn't the standard to do 10? I guess the alumni committee decided that they wanted to get together earlier than usual. But please, stay, have a drink, and enjoy yourselves. Thank you. My god, she hasn't aged a day. She's still so hot. I have a feeling she's actually a vampire, and is 2000 years old. Working here is just her cover story. Oh my god, Yuka! Well, look who we have here, if it isn't Miss and Mrs. Mizuki. Actually, Mrs. and Mrs. Mizuki, or is it Ebihara? Oh, so you heard, huh? It's good to see you, Yuka. You know it's not an actual marriage vow, right? No, not like it's legal here. It's a civil partnership. Right. Who'd have thought a country that produces so much gay porn would ban gay marriage? It's silly. Serious? I don't know, oh my god, Yuka. I didn't need that information. If it ever comes up, you have my vote. Hiya-chan! Eric? Oh my goodness, Eric, it really is you. I was so happy you'd come. You're not actually supposed to be here, are you? No, but I just had to come. I wanted to see you all again. So the four of us were back together at this poor excuse for a high school reunion. We reminisced and shared our stories. Yuka had been working odd jobs for a few years, but was heading back to college. Eric was doing a part-time nursing degree. And of course, I was still playing volleyball for the Red Wings with Nanami at my side. Yes! Yes! I was waiting for that information. So they didn't do anything bad about you. So glad. She never was able to play on the court again, but the Red Wings kept her on as a coach. Well, I guess that's something, right? Now she's our head coach and is guiding us toward a second successive championship. Nice! I'm so thankful for meeting these three wonderful women, and so thankful that I have Nanami in my life. Truly, I couldn't be luckier. Hey! That's the end! No! Wow. This was really good. Oh man. This was really good. I mean... Well, I guess the good thing is actually they didn't go with, oh, she returned and, you know, the injuries disappeared completely. They managed to get her knee into a perfect condition and she's a superstar in the team. That would be too far. So yeah, if you get the I guess, is it weird that I like it better in the story? Is that if you get the injury, then, well, you know, maybe you will return, but you won't be a superstar. Let's face it. That's usually the case, right? After a very serious injury, you won't really get to the same condition you were before that. So, well, I guess it's a good thing that, well, she became a coach and so. Alright, that was Sweet Volley High. Very interesting game. I had a lot of fun. Grandpa was awesome. No, alright, yeah, let's end it here. Hope you enjoyed it and, well, see you in some other game. I still need to play Impulse from NewWestGames, so there is still a lot to do. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And bye bye. No, seriously, bye. See you in the next game.